All right, here we are. How to create your self love lifestyle. We're here today to talk about an aspect of creating a self love lifestyle that I've actually been getting quite a few questions on recently. So I want to address this. We are in this place of, um, you might say, the evolution of ourselves, all of humanity, of course. However, humanity is made up of the individual as it comes together to create the collective. And so, in creating a self love lifestyle, I've gotten questions like, well, isn't that being selfish? What about the collective? How are we supposed to evolve as humanity if we're all focused in on just creating our best life? And so, I want to invite you to elevate your thoughts. How do we do that? Well, number one, I want you to know that just choosing to elevate your thoughts can be quite daunting. The reason for that is, and we've discussed this before, is that the ego controls nearly 75% of what you are thinking. And so we have to bypass that thought process. And the truth of the matter is, when we want to elevate our thoughts, the only way that we can do that is to actually come into our hearts. So I want you to elevate your thoughts by first coming into your heart, taking a few deep breaths and just clearing the space so that you can come into a newness in your awareness, in your perspectives, your ability to look at things differently, and to access information. This is how we do it. We come in, we clear by breathing through the heart directly, and knowing that when we do that, we're opening a clear line of communication between the heart now and the mind. So rather than trying to, uh, sort of leave our thoughts undefended and prey to the ego, we reinforce their ability to elevate simply by going into our heart. I know it might even sound too simplistic, but it isn't. And trust me, when you get to this place of this becoming rote, you're going to say, "Oh my God, how did I not live like this before?" So that's my promise to you. That's number one. So, number two, what is it that we're doing? Well, by doing that, we are automatically creating an expanded version of ourselves, right? So, before you started that very simple little process of breathing into your heart for the purpose of just clearing space so you could open that line of communication, you're stepping into the expansion, the expanded version of you that already exists. When you do that, you are accepting that you are this expanded version. In fact, you've just been sort of waiting for you to catch up, to expand enough so that you can recognize yourself differently. But what happens also is that in this expanded version of self, you will get to understand that self love is never selfish. Self love is when you begin to accept yourself as a divine being. And that, of course, would ask only for your love, your loyalty, your commitment to being that, knowing innately how essential it is that you are that in this world of confusion and upside down thinking. So, in this place of your expanded version of self, you are now able to understand how essential you are. This expanded version of you, as I said before, not only now has the capability of looking at things differently, having different perspectives, but it's also enabling you to make different choices. The actions that you take that are the result of those choices are going to be completely different. From that expanded place, from that place of loving yourself and the commitment to loving yourself, you will create a lifestyle that enhances even that. And in that, you also bring inspiration to others because you are recognizing that in that divinity of yours, you truly are the light of the world. And I know how challenging it can be to accept that about yourself, but it's true. You're actually here to be that inspiration to yourself as you make these incredible strides in recognizing your truth, but also then to inspire others. There is nothing that we do that is just for ourselves, not one experience. And so we're meant to expand and grow through these experiences, but then we offer them to others. I want you to just take a moment and just think about how much you've learned from others around you, but also how much you learn when you get in touch with you as you truly are, the true you, the divine you, the light of the world you. And so you might be asking, well, what can I do? What can I do right now to start this process? And here's my answer to you. Number one, you can accept that you are a divine being with a very divine mission. Doesn't matter to me what you do for a living, how old you are. It doesn't matter what part of the world you live in. It matters not. You have a divine mission. And that mission is to be the most expansive expression of you as your divine self as possible. So, number one, accept that. Accept that mission as possible. And number two, take just one step to love yourself today, right here, right now, by claiming for yourself your worth, excuse me, your value, reminding yourself that you're more than enough, that you are love itself. And so it is when we open ourselves to being love that it becomes easier and easier to cultivate this self love lifestyle. So I'm going to leave that to for you to chew on for a bit until next week. And in the meantime, I'll leave you with this affirmation: I am love. I am worthy. I am valuable. I am more than enough when I remember I am divine. Mm, that really feels great, doesn't it? So I invite you to repeat that every day. If you can, remember to do it in the morning and at night before you go to sleep. Especially at night, it's wonderful. It marinates during the night as you're sleeping. And you'll wake up in the morning with brand new eyes and looking out to the world from a place of remembering the true you. You are love. So remember, I am love. It's a key for you to have it all. All right. I'll see you next week. So much love and so many blessings to you as you cultivate your own self love lifestyle.